All right, it's the rundown. It's Wednesday. It is May 8th.
Correct.
Is it?
Full,
Nice.
Oh, and this is perfect because it's presented by 1-800-Flowers. Roses are the perfect way to say surprise, to surprise all your mums in your life, your wife, your sister, your grandma. A dozen multicolored roses for only $29.99, plus another dozen in a vase. That's the fancy way to say vase. For free is an amazing offer, but hurry because it expires Friday. We're just going to let them do that or what? We're just going to let them drill?
Bush, that's you.
Stop! To get this offer, go to 1-800-Flowers.com.
Davey's coming in hot.
Click the radio icon. Well, if you told me we're working with a company that put together our first office and was 2 years late doing it and made 1,000 promises they didn't deliver on, I would have said don't use that company for this one, Pete, because they'll probably be late. Click the radio icon, enter the code RUNDOWN. That's 1-800-Flowers.com. Code RUNDOWN. Don't forget, this offer ends Friday. It's my dad's birthday. I have a double. Ooh. May 12th is Mother's Day, and I also will be in Atlantic City hosting Harrah's Pool After Dark. So I got a lot of stuff going on.
Get him some flowers. Get your dad
And
some
this is my
flowers.
first day in the office.
Welcome back.
It's nice. It's not even close to done.
And your office stinks.
And Pete put me in a closet. And
It
now
is the most embarrassing office I've ever seen.
Especially seeing Erica's office, which
Erica's
is
got a
magnificent.
baller office. You have a
no,
closet.
I fully admit, I'm like, I don't care. I don't care, but I just didn't. It's like I don't really care, but
I know.
didn't think
You know what
would
it
be
is.
cool.
I know that.
Stop drilling. We're filming.
I know you don't care.
Fuck do these people listen to over there? 20 fucking minutes.
For 20
I
freaking
feel like
minutes.
you care when someone else. You said like a couple athletes have come by and been like, "This is the most embarrassing thing."
I just got
so
that.
then
Literally, I would have to go back to like a lot of it's like you've worked for 15 years to go dead backwards into a shoebox.
like
The
that.
weird
That's
thing-
what bothers you, not physically being in there, but when you get disrespect. Like
Yeah,
that's-
I don't mind. I am easy with it. You can't close the door. If you close the door, you're gonna get claustrophobic. What I don't understand, looking around, is there's windows everywhere. And
Well,
from
it
what I
looks like
gather,
there's
we
a,
built
like-
this office.
Yeah, I think there's some like ventilation shit that they couldn't have.
But, like, what about
extended
that
to.
corner?
Yep, you could have had a corner office.
Or that corner.
Yep.
No, they really fucked you over here. Can they like unfrost your windows? Because not only do you not have windows, like your current windows are frosted, so like you can't even look at the outdoors. You couldn't
But
see the
I
sky
actually,
if you wanted to.
I thought that he would maybe want that for privacy purposes.
He asked.
Like Matt
Pete
Lauer.
asked. I'm like, I don't care.
It's got the button to lock.
And I did see this office, so that's part of it. Like I was on the search committee to pick our new office. I saw this. It's huge. I mean,
There was more space for you for sure.
I could have a floor. There's a lot of unused space. So that
Even-
was a
I
little
don't- why
surprising
don't
they
you
just put me in
extend
that.
it this way.
Let me put it this way. My office is small enough where my calendars don't fit.
Like,
Oh,
big
like those
calendar?
big,
Yeah,
the big
we have to get
whiteboard.
smaller
Oh,
calendars.
wow.
So
It's an office for an ant.
Keith has more
it's
room
an
than
ant
you
office.
over there.
everybody does. That's fine. I'm actually not. I'm more like, why?
Just curious.
Yeah. So I'm back.
You're back.
You're coming in
go.
hot. We'll get to it, but coming in hot.
You got Team Portnoy right
That
now?
I knew. I get.
Yeah, you got
What
your
is
boys,
this
right?
camera doing? What is this? Just rotates around?
They're rotating cameras. They got minds of their own now. It was fucking wild.
I think it was trying to film your office, and now it's back to us.
It just has a brain. Oh, Pete lives in his palatial estate, doing his Scorsese routine. You're a tech guy, Pete. You're not a director, and now he's got this automated thing. I got it.
Unbelievable. He's got about 1,000 square feet over there.
He does.
He built himself an
1,800
office.
screens.
And he's worked hard. It's hard to get the internet going, even though I guess it's not. But whatever.
It is kind of funny that we don't have internet.
That
Again,
I
still.
expected.
Why?
Because it's just very hard to move, and it seems like we moved because we leased out where we were. Like we're not ready to move.
No.
Pete said this is gonna be done the end of the week. What planet do you live on?
Well,
buddy?
I think that we should have just probably pushed it back, but everyone wanted to get out of the last one, right?
I thought we.
I would
leased
rather
it
be
out.
here with construction than there.
Oh no, construction drives me nuts. Also, the bathrooms. I think we're gonna have to build new ones. It's not so much that there's not a ton. They're just so small.
They're tiny, but I mean,
Like again, was that built from scratch? I don't know. I guess I should maybe paid more attention. That's on me, I guess. But it's like common
I mean,
sense.
in Pete's defense, he sent like 60,000 emails, and I don't think any of us ever replied to any of them. So
Yeah, it's a lot.
All right, let's move on into the subjects. NBA playoffs, both of us, Rone, are in trouble. I would say.
If this was yesterday, I would have so much shit to talk on you, but I just have to swallow my own words because the Sixers looked like the worst team in NBA history last night.
Are you sick of Embiid and his colds and sniffling? But Barkley and Shaq went off on him being
They did light him up saying that he's not like a leader or whatever. You can't show weakness or anything.
And he's contagious, like moping and be like, oh, I'm sick.
And you're talking shit on him, but dude, like think about like if you had the cold that you had during Rough and Rowdy and someone's like, go play basketball.
Nobody had that cold.
Embiid has that cold right now.
But even getting a cold, it's like I don't know, everyone else seems to be like a fine-tuned machine who never gets sick and shit. He does.
By the way, I got over mine in 24 hours. His cold's dragging on for a month.
I heard that he's getting an injection in his knee that weakens his immune system. That he's like he needs to protect his knees.
I mean, he's Mr. Glass then. Like if you got the knees, you got the immune system. It's like he's noodle.
He's just a guy that
like
to rest. He's just like a big dude. Like you can't run
There's
him
a lot of big dudes in the NBA.
But you can't run him at 100 miles an hour all the time. You need to like put diesel fuel in him. You need to fuel him up right. Maybe he's honestly he's not eating the right shit.
Well, yeah. Didn't he say he eats Chick-fil-A and shit like that?
He eats like tons of Shake Shack and Chick-fil-A or whatever. So those are obviously problems.
So what do you think's going forward with this series?
I mean, I think that we take it to 7 and we see what happens. But every single game, like, there's been a meteoric change, or like there's a huge change in like what you think's happening. After Game 3, it's like, oh, the Sixers are going to coast to the conference finals.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think it's go 7. I think it's Toronto 7. The Celtics, they stink.
Are fucked.
They stink.
Well, I believe you said that they were not going to win a game. The Bucks. That you were going to give them one game.
Paul Pierce said that.
No. Paul Pierce said it was over after 1. You said that it would maybe go 5.
You know, I'm reluctant to say I think
But I mean, you literally said that. You said maybe it'll
Vince
go 5.
McMahon pulling off the mask, being like, it was me all along. Kyrie Irving, I've been right about, I think, all along. Get him the fuck off my team.
I don't want any part of him in New York, man.
He's going to go with Durant. By the way, I don't know if you saw my tweets. I sat courtside, and the guy next to me was rooting for the Bucks. And I was like, why are you rooting for the Bucks? And I quote, I own them.
Damn, that's a flex.
That makes sense.
Wes Evans, I think his name was. His daughter, who I guess has been on Mixtape, was the one who created the stir because she's gorgeous. She's a model. And she was the one who represented the Bucks at the draft. He was complaining a lot about the fouls. It's like I actually lost a $1 bet to him before I knew who it was because I thought there'd be a flagrant. There wasn't. But yeah.
That's good for you. You're sitting next to the fucking owner. You're in owner's. New seats for you, right?
I mean, they were like center court dead. They were big time seats. So, yeah, but the Celtics are dead.
Dead. Absolutely dead. They're not, I mean, they haven't clicked as a team, but also, by the way, you're going up against Giannis. It's like, we said this yesterday on the rundown. It's a 60-win team with Giannis.
Giannis is awesome, and I actually like Giannis. And the thing with the Celtics, which all my friends were talking about, it's like if you have an open 3 besides Kyrie, maybe, like who do you even want to take it? There's no answer. I say Marquise Morris.
If Kyrie's off the team, do you think that that's the cure-all? You think next season you're just good?
I don't know. I mean, what's his name's been horrible, Rozier, but maybe he was better when he was playing more. So maybe like you give him the keys and
that's like Jalen Rose was saying, like Kyrie's gone and his teammates are going to pack his bags for him. Like,
right.
A guy like
he's
Terry
an
Rozier.
asshole.
Yeah, he is. He's a dick. He's always kind of been. He had his issues with LeBron. When he doesn't, he has his issues with the media. He brings it upon himself. He's just a dick.
It's interesting to see what he does, though, because his whole leaving LeBron, like, I want to be the guy I can lead. Well, you can't. You're a recreational role player.
Right.
Like, you're not that good.
No, even in New York, it's like you can't be a
Are we now softening on that he won the Cavs that title?
No, he won the Cavs that title. On to a better situation, the NHL playoffs. Bruins advance, so we got Bruins versus another. Who we playing? Carolina, another fake hockey town.
Yeah.
That, real quick, Stinger.
Yeah, you killed him.
Put him in your back pocket.
He is the biggest fraud going. He
belly.
still hasn't congratulated me. He hasn't tweeted at me once. Don't come at me, Stinger, and then get your ass kicked and just go silent. It's not what hockey's about.
You got to do the handshake line now.
You have to be like, congratulations, Dave. You obliterated me. Good luck moving on. He didn't do that.
So are you going to demand that from him?
I have been doing that.
He
just pretends I don't
Because
exist.
Stinger put out a very, what a great year we had, and it didn't end the way we wanted it to, but on to the next one. Would have been a perfect spot to also say, and props to my guy, Dave.
He attacked me out of the clouds. We got in a major fight. I offered to make him a bet when the series was tied, which if he had any integrity, he would have accepted that the loser becomes the other's butler for a day. Would have been hilarious. Step to the mic, Stinger, you fucking fake B. Not even a real B. So
I'm rooting for the Hurricanes in a huge way in this series.
Why?
You guys can't win 3 championships in a year.
and then we got the Blues rolling
play.
around. That would be a hell of a series.
That
That
would
was a
be
great
fantastic.
game last night.
YP is, if they make a cup run, if they're into the Stanley Cup.
This is a cup run. When you get to the finals, it's a cup run.
if they're in the finals, he's going to do something with that chinchilla. That's.
My
He's
I don't
keystering
know.
it. He's gonna put
I
it
mean,
inside of
your
his body.
junk was like flopping on the last one. It's getting more and more sexual every time.
So now we're interviewing him. So this camera's gonna rotate or something. What happens?
No, come on, camera here.
So we.
Come on over, YP.
How did we used to get him on camera?
They would just walk over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or there's like a
No,
sky
I
cam.
think you still gotta walk on.
Well, then why was that camera doing that rotate?
I think it can move, but I think if you're going to be on the show, you should just come on the set.
Yeah.
You know, like it's getting more and more sexual. You're rubbing your nipples, your junk's flopping around. You're obviously getting more and more excited as you get deeper and deeper.
Yeah, I mean, it's a combination of that. I also only have so many dance moves, so it's
Yeah.
like after so many videos, the only thing to get the people going is more weird shit, I feel like. I don't think I'm ever
More
going to
skin.
keister them. I wouldn't really
Why?
project that. I don't know. I don't think
Are you
that'd
going to
be
lose
bad.
any more clothes? Will the shorts come off? Because that's.
I
what
mean, I
think
don't know
we're gonna-
how I can unless I think if they win the cup, I'm gonna have to show my wiener on camera. I don't know if that's allowed on Twitter.
I'll
but
tell you who will. My buddy Elio wins $100,000 if the Blues win the cup.
Wow.
He'll show his
Bet him
wiener.
beginning of the season 3,000. I think it was 35 to
Wait,
1.
you get the winner of Avalanche and Sharks.
Yeah, which Stan Kroenke, the guy who moved the Rams from St. Louis to LA,
Yeah.
owns the Avalanche.
So
So
you
that
got a
would be.
little extra juice.
I would
Ooh.
love
I
that.
think I'm going to put a Dave Portnoy guarantee that the Sharks win tonight.
I think they
And
will
I think
too.
they're going to win big.
Fuck yeah.
I think they will, but I don't
That's
know.
also I have the Logan Couture bet, which would be weird if it's Bruins Sharks, where if Couture wins the Stanley Cup, I spend the day with him during his cup day.
Well, you can't do that if it's Bruins.
Well, I'd try to ruin the day.
Okay, that's fair.
I'll say this: after being a Barstool fan for a long time and watching Dave Portnoy trounce city after city, the fact that we're like even approaching the fact of taking on it is,
Daunting.
I don't know. You've done it.
How are you gonna play it?
But
I
you
would
and
curse
that,
him.
it would be you and that cross-eyed fuck for
Yeah.
Boston.
I don't know. I mean, it's not a situation. Obviously, I'd get there under any circumstances. So if that's, it would be the most epic win of
Team
all time
Portnoy.
if we beat.
I mean, could you have one of you? Have you ever had this?
What?
Like, have you ever had one of your team members? Like, what if he's like laughing in your face?
No,
and
we've
clowning
never
you?
had
No, I
it
would never.
direct. We had the Eagles, obviously, with the Bubbly Gang and Smitty, who I didn't like either of those guys.
But not
Yeah.
on your team. This would
No,
be,
never
you
on
know,
my team.
A Team
So
Portnoy
how-
guy could
You
be.
think I'd be laughing
what's
in his
more
face?
important, Team Portnoy or the Blues?
I mean, it's very close. Imagine it was the Islanders. That was a whisker. Well, not a whisker. They got swept, but
Yeah.
that was demoralizing at the
Even
Kentucky
Frankie
Derby.
though wouldn't laugh in your face if they
No,
were
no,
winning.
he wouldn't.
We're not that stupid.
So you
Oh, this
hold
thing's
Team
rotating.
Portnoy higher than the Blues.
Wow.
No, it's not about that. I'm saying like I would
interesting.
know
It sounds
even
like
if
that.
they're
Yeah,
up
same.
3-0, until they like
like
put
when
the
the fucking
stake through his
Jets
heart,
won
I would never be bragging because how many times are you gonna watch him do it?
I mean, you have to try and get in where you can. If you have a chance, like you got to kind of blow it up. You
Listen.
can't like turn down the Glorias just because.
Oh,
Dave's out
I
here.
wouldn't turn down my stuff, but I wouldn't be coming at him. When they asked me last week, Devlin asked me on Snapchat about Louie the Bear, the Blues mascot. When you were going out, I was like, Louie, please, for the love of God, stay out of this. The last
Yeah.
thing that we need.
Call off the dogs. You don't need any extra.
Well, yeah, and Stinger like ruined Columbus for sure.
Yes.
Okay, moving on. So Paul Pierce farted in Michelle Beadle's face.
That dude's an asshole.
Pierce?
Yes.
I don't mind. By all intents and purposes, Beadle's kind of an asshole.
But did you see how he was sitting, bro? His asshole was wide open. He was like sitting like this when
I mean,
he
he
farted.
was trying to fart on that girl.
He trumpeted his fart out. Like it was like he just lined up his colon towards like a fucking like fan. He just blew his asshole up all over. That's the most disrespectful thing you could do.
He's the truth.
Did anybody like? Did he have to pay the fucking piper for that? Yeah, the series is over.
He made a gif of the Michael Scott like face.
Okay, so you copped to it a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
This clip was amazing. So Zion Williamson, is it Zion or Zion?
Zion.
He threw a football 3,000 yards.
That looked like, remember the Michael Vick Powerade commercial that was like photoshopped where he throws it out of the stadium?
There's
It looked fake.
Yeah, it did.
There's only like 3 people who I know are really gonna love this, and it's gonna be a lot of work on our rundown people. The only man I've ever seen throw a football like that was the dude from the North End. I posted North End video about North End regional accents. It's an old school video, and he's just casually talking it. He takes a football, throws it over the mountains.
Damn.
We've tried to track this guy down,
Uncle
and I think
Rico
he
did?
works at like Pete's Fiesta now or some like Italian fest. This guy threw a football 9,000 yards. I've never seen anyone so casually as this video where he just throws it. Get this guy from this video, North End
There's
Regional
no way
Actions.
this is still around, is there?
Oh, it is.
And he
He's
makes
wearing
pizza now?
He's wearing like a green sweatshirt or something, and he just takes it and flick of the wrist, 200 yards.
You got to try his pie, no? He's got these fucking. He makes pizzas.
I don't know
Imagine
if
how he
actually
kneads the
makes
dough.
it. Yeah, I don't know if he makes pizza or he just works at some like Italian festival.
What's
Amazing.
Zion Williamson doing on the beach? I'm wondering. Like, is he on like a spring break type thing now?
Good, he's a college kid, right?
But it's like he's just living right now. Yeah, he's just he's not getting ready for the draft. He's just out sowing his wild oats. It's a great time to be Zion right now.
Great time to be Zion. Great time. Sticking with farts and asses. So this guy got arrested, was it? Did he get arrested? He had an
Yes.
I eat ass bumper sticker in Florida, of all places, where I guess of all things they're going to take a stand on is this, like profanity, and he refused to take it off. He said it's just words. They arrested him.
Yeah, he took a mugshot, and they like cited him, and then they told him to take it off, and he said, no, I'm not taking it off, and he had to go to
America.
jail and take a mugshot. He got like,
What's the charge?
it's like resisting, it's like a peaceful resisting. So it's like resisting arrest, but he didn't like fight. He just resisted what the officer said.
It is wild in Florida. You know, and
Should
Of
be
all
able to-
places, you can do anything.
anything, you know, people are
And
killing
I
and
eat ass
fucking
isn't even
and-
that bad.
Yeah,
When
you
I
had it
first
in
saw this-
2019. That's like, yeah, of course you do.
At first, I thought it was gonna be like, I hate the N-word or like
Yeah.
the Holocaust is like something like very inflammatory. I
Everybody's
eat
eating
ass.
butt. Everybody's eating butt, and if you put it on a sticker, no big deal.
Who cares?
This guy's driving a fucking Silverado 4-door fucking truck. You can't put an I eat ass sticker on your fucking Silverado?
What's even the point of having a Silverado if you can't put the
doesn't
IE
make
sticker
any
on there?
sense.
Or living in Florida for that.
Or
matter.
like a Calvin and Hobbes pissing thing. Like that's like, oh, I like
just as
golden
vulgar.
showers. Like, and it's a picture of it. It's not even just the words of it.
Preach wrong.
Where does it end?
Camille Kostek, who was in the studio today, cover of Sports Illustrated, kind of surreal, like not kind of, very surreal,
Definitely.
considering that we've known her forever before she was. I mean, well, she was on fucking Rundown in
Yeah.
Arizona when nobody knew who she was. Now to be, I would say, maybe the most famous cover you can have in this
Oh, yeah.
profession.
Definitely.
What would be up there?
I
Cover of
mean,
Vogue?
I think Victoria's Secret's always compared to Sports Illustrated, but
They don't
the
have a
cover is not a
magazine,
thing. Yeah.
right?
And it's once a year. It's like a
Right.
one-time-a-year thing.
And
It's
by
just
the
like-
way, this is some Ichiro shit, MVP and rookie of the year in the same season.
Oh,
this
that
is
is
her
I
first
thought
year.
she was rookie. Oh,
So she won
no.
the contest, but she didn't. She won the rookie contest to get in, but she hasn't done any work. This is her first shoot.
I will say, and I complained about this last year, and I know it's like throwback with Tyra Banks, and they had the soccer player,
Alex Morgan.
Alex Morgan. One cover, please.
They've been doing that a lot. Like, that's
The
every year now,
last
right?
2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
One cover.
Yeah, that is. It
Well,
dilutes it a little
I had
bit.
asked her
Does a
because
little
I
bit.
said it's like when you win the lottery and then you find out that you also have to split it like 3 ways because other people
Oh,
won.
yeah, that's
like, does
devastating.
it like diminish? And she said no because she said she was honored to like be with Tyra Banks.
I'd agree with that, but then they should be on the same cover.
Got it. Yeah, that makes
Together,
sense.
posing together.
Yeah. Then, but I mean, still, don't get me wrong. Gigantic, huge. By the way, she walked into my office to say hello. First thing she says, I can't believe this is your office. Where are the windows?
Yeah.
Literally everybody goes in there, loses like, so I don't care personally, but it's bad for the company. If I have to like do a business where it's like, hey, we got to close this deal or something, you walk into this
No
office
one's gonna respect
and
it.
you're like, you are a joke.
Yeah, you have like like in negotiations, you have no
Yes.
hand.
Just get an addition. Why don't you just get an addition or something? Like, build it out this way. Get like a porch or something like that.
Can we like put like a
and I know
make it
people
look
keep
like a
being
window?
like,
you know
you
what I
said
mean?
you
Put like a
didn't-
TV up, it looks like a window.
People kept saying, I know you didn't care, and I don't, but I thought there was a level of decorum here. Like, it's I don't need it to be the Taj Mahal,
That's
but
what-
I
that's what
also
Pete is.
don't want to feel like I'm in a shoebox.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
think,
think
it,
I
I didn't
think
think I'd
other
revert
people-
backwards from Milton.
If other people didn't say anything, you wouldn't care, but people are chirping, so it makes sense.
No, I said right away, I'm like, wow, this is like, I mean, they can't, there's no room to hang.
The calendar.
It's like
I've
a
gone
cell.
way backwards.
Yeah.
It's 8 foot by 10 foot. You could probably get prison swole in there and just do a ton of fucking.
And it had fumes, so if you shut the door, you're going to die.
die.
Wow.
All right, that's a rundown. I assume you already talked about your League of Your Own picture.
Oh my God. No, we didn't.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean,
She looks more like me than I look like me.
Unbelievable.
She looks
That might be the best I mean, there's a lot at Barstool. A very strange amount of doppelgangers.
right. Like
that's
you,
got to be the best
you
ever.
with the porno guy.
That's a great one.
fantastic doppelganger.
Feidelberg has like
Thick
60.
cat. Everybody with Feidelberg, but like
But
that's
this
up
is,
there.
This is the number one.
But she's kind of hot though.
So
no?
by the way, you got to like recreate that. You got to start growing your hair. You got to put the hat on.
just
You
look
got to
like
be
her?
her for Halloween.
put a hat on.
You got to do.
I am her.
You can't be her for Halloween. People be like, Rone's just being Rone.
It would be a lazy costume. Like I'm her every day. I got to switch
That
things
was
up on
weird.
Halloween a little
And
bit.
the other thing I noticed was, I don't know if there's been any controversy, I noticed that our other fat guys doing burger reviews now.
Yeah.
We could have 2 fat guys doing burger reviews.
Yeah, that's like dealing on someone else's corner.
Has somebody,
Glenny, come on
is
over,
that
bud.
like controversial
What's it
right
called?
now?
Mad Eat. What's Big
I
Ass
mean,
called?
we have 2 fat guys. One of them,
Big mood
the
food.
only thing he does is burger
burgers.
reviews. And then the other fat guy shows up and does a burger review.
Frank the Tank said he's going to do a burger review now
What
too.
do you mean no?
Because it wasn't a review.
Well, what? You were sitting there eating a burger,
Bro, talking to the
being
flower.
fat like Glenny.
It was a challenge. It was a food challenge. I was doing like these more outlandish type things. Like the one was like these.
At
crazy
any
cookie
level,
type
you're like,
things.
oh man, this is like, everyone's gonna be like, I'm just doing Glenny.
Just happened to be a burger.
I actually think there's a difference between challenges. Like,
Like, I didn't
eat the
review-
biggest
How
burger,
long
eat
have
the
you been
hottest
doing
wings.
that for?
But
This is the second one. Just the first one was something different. Like this week it'll be something different.
calling it big mood food makes it seem like it's just a food review thing, not a challenge thing.
I guess that's fair. I mean, this one just the last one wasn't a challenge. This one just happened.
What
to
was
be
the
a
first
challenge. It was like these weird like cookies and all these like crazy. Like,
I didn't
stuff
see that.
inside.
I know me and Frankie were in a cab. He's watching. He goes, you see fucking Ev is
What did
just
you think?
doing
Were
what
you like, what
Glenny
the fuck?
does? Like, how many fat guys?
No,
can we
because
have
I
in this
saw-
company eating
You saw the
burgers?
first.
Because I saw the first one, so I knew this was also a challenge too. It's not like it was a straight review. And if he's going to do a whole food show, he's going to cross burgers at some point.
I mean, it was good. It's just, man, it's like,
Yeah, it was just different.
But
trying to
That's-
build
that's-
this
I was-
company,
that's- I
like,
wasn't
let's-
because I even thought about that because we were going to do
oh,
something.
you thought about it when you were when you were
Well,
eating a
but-
burger?
Yeah. Well, going into it,
thought-
I was like, I didn't want to step on toes. That was not my
Right.
intention.
You smashed them. You stomped on those toes.
I will say, I've never done a challenge. I haven't been to the challenge game
Glenny,
either,
when you
so-
watch it, we're like, the fuck? It's kind of my thing.
How many balls did he give
as
his
soon as I
burger?
saw it, I thought it, but then
I didn't review it. I did not review the burger.
I've never done a challenge.
Now what you got to do is go do that burger and give it the balls.
I have done Ainsworth. I did
Oh.
Ainsworth like the first
So
week.
you did the exact same thing as him?
No. Mine was like it was like three.
No, so you gotta go eat that one
stacked
then.
on top of each other.
This could be a whole
Yeah.
thing too. 2 fat guys and a Price is Right mic. Like that could be a whole new like segment.
New franchise.
This mic is wild.
Just call it that.
Price is Right.
2 fat guys and a Price is Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. This is you're fat shaming our employees these days.
Not
Today
fat
you are
shaming.
you called these guys fat and then you
Ev, do you know you're fat?
Yeah.
Lenny?
This isn't fat shaming, I would say.
Do you know you're fat?
On a stick. What are you talking about?
There's no fat.
Fine, these guys can take it, but you're barking at people about them stuffing their fat faces with food. That was fat shaming. That was mean. That was mean spirited.
That was said out of anger.
Yeah. Yeah,
This
these
is-
guys, this is ball
This is
busting.
said out of love.
The sales guy, you said, go get the fuck out of my office, go stuff your fat face with more food.
That's savage.
I did say that.
That's savage.
I didn't see it firsthand. I got it relayed to me. That might be the meanest you've ever been to somebody. I
just-
can't imagine another time that you got that personal. Go stuff your fat face with more food. Get
I've
the
never
fuck out
gotten
of my
that
office.
personal. Yeah.
He got
I've
pretty mad when I came in that Virginia under that one time. You were pretty upset with me.
Yeah,
What?
you do like the
When I
fat shaming
when I
part.
went down to do the Snapchat or something, and I came, but I missed the end of the game, and then everyone lost, and then I realized I won like 5 minutes later.
Yeah, there was a lot of
Yeah,
fat
you
fucks.
you probably said something similar.
A lot of fat fucks. But there was vitriol. There was
he was learning like he did not take what I'll describe as the Feidelberg method.
Yeah.
He was pushing back, and pushing back was getting me quite angry.
and I guess he was
He deserved
eating
it.
too much for your liking, and that's why you wanted
So
the
the
fat
sales
face.
guy sold a package that I hand delivered to him. He showed up. I don't know what he was doing there, and all he did was fucking stuff his face with fucking shrimp cocktails for like 2 days straight.
It happens. That happens.
Yeah, you got. I mean, people who still don't subscribe to the Feidelberg method are crazy.
What did he? How was he pushing back?
Once you.
Whoa, we're gonna close a big deal. It's like, I think I told him the Xerox copier could close the deal. It's like I handed you
And
the
then,
deal.
And then when you said like, go stuff your fat fucking face, like, well, then what happened?
He left.
That was it.
I was like,
It was like,
I know. He
done.
kind of. I'm like, get out of here, and he got out.
Has there been any talk since?
Nope.
Will there be like an apology or anything?
From me?
Like a clear in the air? I know you're never going to apologize to anybody, but will
No, I'm
there be?
over it. I need to get out. I was so mad at him, and then he came into my office uninvited.
Into your shoebox too. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a
Dude,
touchy
speaking of
subject.
your controversies, what's good with the fuck Dave Portnoy blog, bro? That's kind of rude.
The Daddy Girls.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Titled "Fuck Dave Portnoy."
What? Is it? They don't like their seating?
Seating is a bit of an issue.
But aren't they?
Dude, they
they're
don't
out of
even
their seats?
fucking come in the office, so I don't know what their
Yeah.
complaint got to be. I don't care. They told me they were doing it, so I'm fine with it.
Do you think that them not coming in the office is more they don't want to do work or they don't want to be in a situation that they can't control? You know what I mean? Like they don't want to be like filmed in ways that they're not controlling the narrative.
Not sure.
Huh. Interesting.
question.
Does it bother you?
Yeah, it's starting to bother me. I mean, we got this new office, so they got to start coming now.
Are they going to? What if
Oh, I
it
don't
seems
think
like
so.
if they say fuck
Oh,
Dave
no.
Portnoy,
I
it
think in
seems
the
like they're
same
not gonna
podcast
come.
that they said like we're never going to be there.
Their
Oh
desks
no,
are
they're
occupied
coming.
by new people.
I
now.
guarantee you they'll be coming because I'm going to force them to come. Yes.
What if they don't?
Then their podcast won't go out.
Damn. So where are they going to sit now if?
Don't
like,
they have seats?
But I think they said they're not coming in their seats, and now there's people in their seats.
Oh, they're coming. I haven't listened to the podcast, but I guarantee you they won't be here maybe every day. But their vlogs have to be Barstool centric. There's no way to do that unless you're here. That's the deal I made with them when we eliminated the talk show version of group chat, which is coming back as a Snapchat show. But when that was done, that was like the handshake. Hey, we'll still do Barstool. We want to do vlogs. Fine. That's what we agreed upon. That will happen. I guarantee you that will happen.
It's just an interesting dynamic to look at, because it's like obviously they're successful, but saying fuck Dave Portnoy is like.
Yeah,
you
like
think a lot of other
like
people could get
you're-
away
you're
with
not
that?
gonna
I
be
actually
telling
don't
them,
hate
"Look,
it
get the
because the
fuck out of
fucking
my
daddy
office and go
gang
stuff your
is
fat
all these
face."
chicks. They're like, ooh, who's this bad boy, Dave Portnoy? Fuck, who's
Any
that?
publicity is good publicity.
I prescribe to that theory.
That's not bad.
It's like, honestly, I'd be like, if, a lot of those people are like, who is that?
And maybe if it's like in
So
that,
if it's good
in
for the
that
Dave
world,
Portnoy
maybe it's
business,
like,
you don't care.
Good for the brand.
So what if? Well, okay, then what if
Like
they
they-
don't?
they-
What if they don't come into the office?
They're coming into the office.
But what if it makes you more of a bad boy in the daddy gang eyes? Would you take that
win-win,
trade?
but they are coming into the office.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
a
we'll
guarantee.
see about that. I don't think anybody controls the daddy gang.
They will make those vlogs. Dave Portnoy, guarantee. Guarantee.
got it.